Welcome back to Afternoon Express, live right here on SABC3. Now, one of my favorite things about this show is that every day there's always something different. And I think if you were to take all the guests and all the content and all the ideas, all of you guys at home were to kind of mush you all together, Afternoon Express would have been created. And so what we've done is we've kind of represented that in the kitchen today. We're making a cookie, and it's called the Everything Cookie, isn't it?
Absolutely.
And it's basically got everything in it. So if you'll see on the table here, I've got things like sweeties, I've got pretzels, there's some chocolate here, some chips, and I just want to understand why is it that you want us all to die young?
It's not about that. You know, we, like you said, we do so many recipes that are health-focused, and then we play around a bit with dishes like this. And this is quite a sentimental recipe for me.
Okay, so I'm not going to lol, I'll lal, because I'll live a little. So lal.
Live a little, lal.
So, lal.
Okay. So let's get cracking on the ingredients while I tell you.
We don't have to crack anything.
While I tell you why the inspiration of this dish. Cool. So it's called the Everything Cookie because literally we're adding everything to it. Okay. It also goes by the name of the kitchen sink cookie because it's everything besides the compost cookie. It's crazy, but for me, the idea behind this cookie is it's about you and what you like and. All those amazing ingredients put into one cookie.
Okay. You've already started without us. I see you've put a bit of sugar in there. What sugar are you using?
I'm using the Salati Demerara because that's going to give us that fudgy chew to the cookie, and that's very important.
Oh, I remember once when I was very, very young in the States, I went on a cruise, and they had these little chocolate chip cookies that they used to give you, and they had this nice chewy to them. I think a lot of us like to think that your cookie should be really crunchy. There's something about a moist cookie that is delicious.
Absolutely. So I've used 3 sugars, the Salati caster snow, the Salati Demerara, and the icing sugar. Okay, I'm going to go in with some butter and start creaming that. So this cookie, it's quite rich. I mean, obviously, it's got so much in it, but that's what makes it so amazing, because you should just be eating a quarter of it. So what do you do with the other part you got left over? Sorry, tell me why.
No, don't worry.
Tell me why you like.
I'm not going to tell you. We just share it with our friends. I guess that's why we eat a quarter.
You have to share it. That's the idea. So you're going to find someone that you really like and share this cookie with.
Yes, okay.
It's you and me in the kitchen. So I'm going to share it with you.
I think you and I probably can have a whole one to ourselves each.
Exactly.
But we'll try and do some sharing because I know there are other guests in the loft with us today.
So I'm creaming up that salon. As soon as that starts getting together, you would normally do this so it's nice and pale and fluffy. Yeah. In with your eggs.
And you've got whites and the yolks in there.
And then just those are just yolks.
Just yolks. Okay.
And then an extra. Ooh, look, I'm working on the side. There we go.
Sheesh.
In there. That all comes together, and now comes the ingredients.
Okay.
And you can add it. Okay.
So what goes first?
So those are candy and chocolate-coated peanuts.
Okay, so you can find pretty much anything that's candy and chocolate-coated.
Exactly, you go in with it. These are peanut butter-filled salted pretzels.
Oh, yum.
And we're playing a lot with the salty and the sweet combination because the world is mad about that combination.
Yes.
Hence, we're using salted kettle chips.
Whoops. And kettles are nice because they're nice and crunchy. They're so much more crunchy.
Exactly. Look at that. Just go, bang it all in.
Just get that in there.
And exactly. And we're not being crazy about adding.
Just have fun with it. Just chuck everything in and hope that it like mixes up. That poor machine sounds like it's...
That sound is crazy. Milk chocolate, white chocolate.
Oh, yummy.
And if you don't have a machine like this at home, you can do it by hand. Believe it or not, it's not that hard.
Because he's tried, obviously. He said, I don't have one of these machines at home, so he's tried with this thing. Okay.
Absolutely. Bring it all together.
What is in this cup here? What is this?
That's our vanilla extract. So we can actually add it now. Supposed to do it earlier. Shot for pointing that out.
I didn't notice. Okay, well, there we go. Some vanilla essence. Yummy.
And it's that easy.
And these two?
No, that's fine. What I was going to talk to you about the fact that if you don't have salted pretzels, add a little bit of rock salt to it. That'll just give you that little bit of extra saltiness to the biscuit.
Oh, I see.
And then the baking powder, just sift that with your flour.
So basically, at the end of the month, when you've decided that you've used all of your ingredients at home, and you've got some of these random things left over in your closet, these are all the things that you kind of just throw into cookie batter, and you just put it in the oven, and hopefully it comes out looking delicious. So how long actually does it go in for?
It's going to go into the oven. Once the flour's been incorporated with the baking powder, it goes into the oven for about 10 minutes. So you keep that soft, center, gooey, ooey chewiness in your biscuit.
Yum. I think it's interesting. Sorry, just why exactly do you add the flour at the end, not at the beginning?
Because you don't want to overwork the cookie. So get all your ingredients or the chocolate, everything mixed into that cream, sugar, and butter mixture, and then the flour.
And then the flour adds at the end. Okay, that sounds amazing. So that it keeps it as nice and chewy flavor. You heard it from the chef himself. You can find the recipe on our website, afternoonexpress.co.za, and make these at home. It's a fun exercise. Add it to one of your party lists of things to do. In the meantime, on Afternoon Express today, we've got a very exciting guest. Bonnie's got those details. Welcome back to Afternoon Express, live right here on SABC3. It's so good to be with you this Thursday afternoon because we're making something so delicious. So it's perfect for all of those parties, and it's basically good for those weekends where you kind of have all these leftovers at home and that sweetie cupboard is looking kind of stale. Throw them into cookie batter and you get the everything cookie, which is what we're making on the show today.
Exactly. So this is the mixture we made earlier.
Okay.
And you know what? You can use spoons, but it's also great just to get in there and use your hands.
Use your
to kind
fingers,
of
make a
mold
little
there.
boliki and then...
So it doesn't, like normal cookies space out, right? So if you place the cookies too close together, you actually get a whole sheet pan of cookie dough. This guy does not do that, though.
Okay, how come? Because there's so much stuff in it.
Exactly.
Okay.
So you can pile them up nice and high. You don't have to worry about them falling flat, or they don't rise as well. They kind of stay exactly the same shape. So as big as you want it, when you put it in the tray, that's how it's going to end up.
Okay, cool.
So do you want me to pass this on to you? I like that you don't have even-sized...
No, each cookie must be a different size, you know? It's all about the fun. You're putting all these random ingredients here. I can make it a random size
I mean,
too.
why don't I make it... Why don't I make a Danilo cookie over there? How's that?
Okay, what's that? Why is it Danilo cookie?
Because it's just different.
Just put like a mark in it so we know that it's mine
Okay,
later
cool.
on.
That's your
Okay,
one.
there we
So
go.
all that has to happen is once you get all your cookie dough on the sheet, you can actually freeze it at this stage. Freeze it and then take it off the tray, pop it in a freezer bag, and keep it in your freezer for up to 2 months.
For a reason? Why? Because cookie dough
if you
stays for
come
that
home,
long?
Yeah, exactly. And there's so much, the sugar in there actually preserves it and keeps it perfectly, stops it spoiling.
Okay, cool.
So if you come home from work one day and you just got that craving for something sweet,
Yes.
you don't have to go through
Take
the
the
whole
batter
process.
Put it
Into
in a
the
pan.
oven. So what happens is, after about 10 minutes, and the trick is also don't overcook them, take them out where they're still quite soft. If you're looking at them and you're like, oh my goodness, that's not done,
They're
it's
probably done. Okay, cool.
So-
Just almost want it to be doughy. They need to be kind of doughy.
Exactly. So do you actually want to break one open for me?
Sure, I can show you guys how that looks.
You see?
Oh, wow, I see. So it's still very, very much wet inside there, which is nice.
Exactly. And these just came out the oven, so they're quite warm. And as they... You like it? As they cool, they'll actually form up a bit more. So you see that. You see?
Oh, and it's got the peanut butter that you got from your pretzels that are in here. Everything sort of, all those flavors are inside.
So
Can I have a
this
nibble?
is from a batch that I made earlier, and you can see it firms up really well. And you get kind of a cross between a cookie and a brownie.
Which is so nice. I like it. It's
Exactly.
really, really nice like that.
So if you want to go really crazy, I mean, we just had Valentine's Day. You could top it with some chocolate. I'm not going to do it to that. But if you're in the dog box and you're going to make it for something, you know, you could get all fancy, put it in a piping bag, just pipe it there. Sorry, you know.
This is already so good. You're adding a whole bunch of other yummy ingredients.
That's really when you're in trouble. Otherwise, just don't. Serve it just as is. And you know what's the best partner with cookies?
A milk.
What's? Let's see. Oh my goodness! And that's just for you.
I
Milk
can't
and
even say
cookies.
cheers to you guys because I'm busy eating my cookie. But anyway, thanks for this, Clem. It looks absolutely
pleasure.
delicious. Hopefully Bonnie's going to like these too.
Express yourself. How you doing, YouTube fam? Thank you so much for watching, sharing and commenting. We love hearing from you, so be sure to keep up to date with all things Afternoon Express by clicking the subscribe button right here.